Education, Board Executive Committee to order. The committee would like to welcome the audience, and viewers may watch board committee meetings on live at tcaps.net/board. Recorded meetings may be viewed on demand at the same address. Any public comment over there? No? Alright. Procedural items, the draft meeting minutes portion of the agenda. Are there any changes to the draft meeting minutes?
No.
Hearing no, then they remain as posted. Board policy update for Connie Taylor.
Yeah, very quick one this time around. We have one modification to policy 3118, which is our Title IX sexual harassment. This is a legal change. It's just a definition change. So obviously some of the things that rise to a level of a violation of Title IX, one of those being sexual assault. Previously, as part of the definition of sexual assault, they cited fondling. That has now been replaced with criminal sexual conduct. And so this is the legal definition of criminal sexual conduct, just takes the place of the previous definition, and that is the only change to the policy. And as I indicated, statutory and required.
All right, thank you. I know a few other comments, but I will get caught up with that this week or next week now. Okay, then moving on to agenda review for November 10th, deferring to Dr. Wagner.
Okay, we'll have our call to order, our pledge. We'll have approval of agenda recognizing our TCAPS military veterans. So we will have just a list of all of them that we'll name off, and then right now the plan is that Connie will go around the district and get certificates and take pictures and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that because the day after is Veterans Day. And then we will have our first public comment. We will have our audit financial report. The numbers were presented to finance this morning. If I recall, it was a little bit over $400,000 to fund equity, which puts us a little bit over 12%. So we will actually have the auditors from Manor Christian here. Legislative update, talk a little bit about some things that are going on as kind of a result of the school aid budget and what we're looking at with that, as well as if there's any updates federally. We will have our teachers that have met tenure requirements will also be presented. We will have our committee reports for curriculum, finance, and exec. Eric Moore was our board member for office hours this month. We'll review that. We have our consent agenda with, again, our standard course update, field trip request that were forwarded from the curriculum committee. The board policy that again was just reviewed, and then our meeting minutes. We will have our standard discussion on school safety, our second public comment. The board will go into closed session for the purposes of consulting with an attorney as allowed under section 8E to consider a privileged written attorney-client communication for the board. And then we will have our closing remarks by board president and adjournment.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. We do have the closed session on that, so. All right.
One quick, sometimes we do report outs on our MASB conferences and things like that, and can we not do that? I know it's not in the agenda.
That's your call.
So because we've had requests both ways from board members, and so the way I've laid it off is we're not doing them unless there's a majority that want it. And we can talk about it in January. Okay. And if anyone feels strongly against it, then we have to have a discussion probably at the
organizational meeting.
That's what I'm trying to get it to.
Yeah.
I think everyone's okay to get it there, but I don't wanna, we haven't discussed having it or not having it. So
got it.
I'm trying to live in a limbo land until January if I can.
I was just maybe trying to voice my opinion with two other board members, and
I've actually had it both ways, but I feel like I kind of think where it's gonna go, but I don't want to. I figured we can get through to January.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Perfect.
And do it. Yeah, so we don't have that. Okay. Any changes to the agenda? All right, information items. Divine Connie Taylor.
All right, just as our quick staffing update, this is the time of year where we've worked with the association, we're going to renew the early retirement resignation incentives for staff. So our first notification is gonna be right before the holiday break. So we're starting to get some retirements in. And as a result of that, obviously, we're always worried about the staffing cliff. There's some critical shortage areas, hard to fill positions that we're starting to hear from retirees. So we're gonna go ahead and get those posted ASAP, even before we leave for the holiday break. Knowing that a lot of people sometimes will start looking for jobs or job changes while they're home on a break period. So we're trying to get out in front of that, and our goal is to really do a lot of early hiring this year. The longer we wait, the more shallow the pool. So just you'll start to see those posting for teaching positions coming up. In our TCAPS world, we've got several positions, I think some really good ones if individuals are interested because they're full-time and benefit eligible. We have some special ed floating aid positions as well as a junior kindergarten aid position. We have some part-time positions as well in terms of overload aides. And our GSRP program, we have a full-time lead teacher vacancy, and also if somebody doesn't want to commit to a full-time, then we also have a leave coming up, so we're looking for a long-term sub as a GSRP aide. So if people just want to do something temporary, we've got that available for them as well. And then in our custodial groups, we've got a third shift full-time custodial position and a full-time second shift custodial position. Again, both of those are full benefit eligible. And then you'll also start to see we've got lots of coaching positions that are up right now, some of which not all inclusive, but wrestling, both girls and boys, ski helpers, lacrosse, basketball, and softball are just some of the postings that are out there right now. And then last but not least, we're always looking for bus drivers, bus aides, and noon duty. And extended day folks. So we are continuing to hold our open interviews. I'm sorry I did not write down our next date for you, but those are on our website and they are located here in the Glenn Loomis building. And then folks can just pop in anytime they want, though. One of our team members would be happy to sit down and talk to you about employment with TCAPS.
Okay. Any questions? Any other items? This would be now's the meeting to do it because we otherwise we are through to the next meeting is Thursday, December 4th, 2025, 4 p.m. In this room. Other than that, we are adjourned. Thanks.